Let's talk about a specific kind of tired. It's not the usual, I need more sleep kind of tired. No, this is something deeper, an exhaustion that a lot of us feel, but really struggle to put a name to. It's this sense of depletion that seems to come from, well, from our interactions with other people.
And that really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's this heaviness that you carry around, and it's not because you didn't get your 8 hours. It's because you've been spending way too much time swimming in the wrong kind of energy. On the outside, everything might look just fine, but inside you just feel off.
So when this feeling really takes hold, it's easy to start asking yourself a pretty scary question. You look at things you used to love, but the spark just isn't there anymore. And you think, oh no, have I just given up on life itself?
But wait, there's this one really important detail that just doesn't quite fit that theory. The second you're by yourself, something shifts. It's like the static in your head just disappears. You can finally breathe. And that feeling, that's not just a feeling, it's a huge clue.
And this brings us to the real question we need to be asking. What if it's not life that's draining you, but the people in it? The difference is massive. See, being tired of life means you feel disconnected from everything, but being tired of people, that's a fatigue that magically starts to lift the moment you don't have to be on for anyone.
All right, so let's break this down. We're going to dive into the 7 key signs that help you tell the difference. This is how you can figure out if what you're feeling is actually situational and, believe it or not, something you can fix. Okay, sign number 1. This is maybe the most powerful clue of all. It's all about what happens when you finally get some space.
And that feeling you get, it's not loneliness. It's pure relief. It feels like coming home to yourself. When being alone feels like a sanctuary, that is your nervous system giving you some very real feedback. It's telling you, loud and clear, that certain people have been making withdrawals from your energy account and not making any deposits.
Now for sign number 2. This one shows up in the way you communicate, or more to the point, the way you've stopped. And it usually starts right here, on your phone. You see a message pop up, and you instantly feel this wave of exhaustion. It's not that you don't like the person. It's that any conversation, even just texting, feels like a chore. It takes energy you just don't have to spare. Every single ping feels like another bill you can't afford to pay. Okay, on to the 3rd sign. This one is about your tolerance level for certain kinds of conversations, and how it has absolutely plummeted.
Because suddenly other people's drama, their constant complaining, it just hits you differently. It's almost a physical feeling, right? You can feel your own energy just tank. Your ability to listen and be supportive has vanished, because your own well is completely dry.
And this is so important to get. This doesn't mean you've turned into a cold or selfish person. It means you have been giving and giving from an empty cup for way too long. Your body is basically forcing you into self-preservation mode.
The 4th sign is a little more subtle. It's a quiet shift in how you deal with people who just don't get you. And wow, is this a big one? You've just stopped trying. The energy it takes to justify your choices, your feelings, your boundaries to people who are determined to misunderstand you, it's just not worth it anymore. You've figured out that your peace is more valuable than their approval. All right, this next sign is about a choice you're actively making now. And the emotion that comes with it is, well, it's pretty surprising.
When you start intentionally avoiding certain people, declining that invitation, letting that call go to voicemail, you might expect to feel guilty, right? But what you actually feel is relief, a deep, profound sense of peace. That feeling is pure data. It's your gut telling you who recharges your batteries and who drains them.
Let's look at sign number 6. This one points to a really fundamental change in what you're looking for in your relationships.
Because honestly, you just don't have the patience for small talk and surface-level stuff anymore. You're craving real connection, real depth. And because of that, your social circle is naturally getting smaller. Not because of big fights or drama, but through a quiet, steady process of realizing who really matters.
And that brings us to the 7th and final sign. This one really gets to the heart of what this exhaustion actually feels like. And this is why it's so confusing. You can go to bed early, get a full night's sleep, and you still wake up feeling that same deep, unshakable weariness. That's because it was never about your body needing rest. It's your emotional system that's fried, and you can't sleep your way out of emotional exhaustion.
And you know what? There's actually a name for this. It's a real thing. Seeing it defined like this can be incredibly validating.
It's a legitimate state of being, and it's caused by a simple imbalance: too much energy going out and not enough coming back in. So, let's just put it all together and be incredibly clear. Feeling this way does not mean you're broken or weak. It's not some deep character flaw. You haven't lost your connection to the world.
You're exhausted because you've been stretching your energy for people and situations that just don't pour back into you. Your entire system is sending up a flare asking for something different. It's asking for peace.
And that right there is the whole point. Just knowing this, just understanding the difference, that's a huge first step. But the real power comes from deciding what you're going to